Hey, how you doing? This is number one Soul Prepper, and I'm here doing a quick video. Sorry about this new name is Soul Prepper number one. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, I just want to give you a quick review of these two helmets I purchased here. I know everybody's gonna be trying to look into these helmets because the movie's coming out, so they're gonna be pretty interested in purchasing one of these two helmets. And I just want to let you know, just a word of advice here. If you look for these helmets and you see them on eBay, be very cautious when you purchase them, because I did purchase one off of eBay previously. They show you the image of this helmet here, not this particular helmet, but this from this company here. They'll show you an image from this company here, but when they send you the helmet, it would look nothing like this helmet. I just want to let you know that right now, okay? So I'm just letting you guys know that. So when you look for one of these helmets, do go to the actual maker of the helmet. I would advise you, unless you just want to risk it and see what you're going to get from there. Okay, let me show you here. Now these are two helmets here. They're both from Russia. These are two Russian company helmets. This one here is from the company is called Nitrinos. This one here is from a company called NLO Moto. They are two very different helmets. I'm gonna go over the NLO Moto helmet first. So I'm gonna show you here. This helmet here, it does have 16 dreads. They're made of nylon, a thick nylon. You don't have to worry about them being pulled out or coming out when you're riding, because they're securely fastened to the helmet. They do have these carbon fiber tips here. I believe you can purchase them with different colored tips and stuff like that. This one here, when I purchased it, it was just a black helmet, and then I had it painted by a person who paints motorcycle helmets for me. So I had to have them painted. But I believe you can have it painted at NLO Moto. I didn't know that at the time. I just ordered the helmet. So I just want to let you guys know that. Okay, now the thing about this helmet here, this is actual like a cap on top of a helmet. Okay, so you see how it has the sunscreen that goes up, or the visor that goes up and down here. This is actually an HJC helmet. It's called this is HJC TR1 helmet, and the sunscreen that basically the visor, when you see it going up and down, is actually the sunscreen from the helmet, and then it would have basically the windscreen and then a sunshade here that goes up and down. So that's what this is. So if you look at it, I'm not saying it's a bad helmet. It's a really nice helmet. It does have the LED lights on it. They do have some vents here for airflow, but you don't really have to worry about these vents here. You're going to get a lot of airflow because of how this helmet is made. If you see here, this windscreen, there's a gap in between here where the windscreen comes down. It's not all the way close to the helmet there, so there's a gap in between there. So when the wind comes, when the air comes in, it hits it, and then it goes down, and it'll come through the helmet. So the helmet, you do get a lot of air in it, so you don't have to worry about getting hot or anything like that while you're riding. It is going to be a rather noisy helmet because it's just a HJC helmet. It's not it's not a quiet helmet just in general. You can add your communication systems on here. You'll see it is just an actual helmet under there, and if I show you the back of the helmet here, you'll see that it's a cap on top of the helmet here. You'll see that this is the regular helmet here. You see this is the part here that actuates the visor with the button here. So that's how the visor goes up and down, and that's just like on the HEC TR1. You'll see it does say TR1 on it. So it is a DOT ECE certified helmet, because this is not from the States. This is an HJC from Russia. So it's DOT, means ECE certified, and I believe they're still DOT certified because there's no change in when they sell them here. They don't come in, they just do the extra testing to make it DOT certified. So it is still a DOT ECE certified helmet here. But it is a pretty good helmet. You're pretty sure you'll like it. It does come with a bunch of different features that you can add on it. You would have to go to the NLO Moto site and look at it and see all the additional stuff that you can order on this helmet. I don't remember all the features that you can add on it. Maybe I think it's like the paint, They do have different types of helmet. This helmet here is the Predator Wolf. So they have a bunch of different things you can add on, like the symbols on the top, the scar. You want carbon dreads. They do offer one with the Bluetooth headset integrated into the helmet. I don't know if it's an addition, like an add-on, like a Cena or anything like that. I don't really know what it is, but that's, you know, they do offer that. They do offer custom paint jobs, stuff like that. They offer the lasers, as you can see that. And I believe they offer different versions of the helmet. This is the Predator Wolf, and there's different type of Predator helmets that they actually offer, so you can get those type of Predator helmets there. But in terms of quality, I'm gonna say that this helmet is not as good as this helmet here, that from the NLO Moto helmet. Let me just bring them over here so you can just see it better in here. Okay, so here's this this helmet here is the Nitrinos helmet. But in terms of quality, this helmet is I would say 100% better than this one here, because this is just a cap on top of a helmet. So I don't know what kind of glue they use to attach the top of this to this helmet here, but eventually this glue is not gonna adhere to the top of here, and the only thing holding it is the bolts, the rivets that they have here on the side. I'm not saying it's falling apart at any time or anything like that, but just to say, if you did get in an accident, this top might pop off if you hit face first or something like that. But it's still a full face helmet under this helmet, so you don't have to worry about if this did pop off. You're still gonna have your full face protected, except it just doesn't have a visor on it. The wind visor on there. All it has is the sunscreen, but it's still a full face helmet under this helmet here, under this cap here. So you don't have to worry about that. I'll show you here. It is a full face helmet right here. The helmet does end right here, and this is just part of the cap right here. This piece here is part of the cap. Okay, now push this one over to the side. Here. Now, if you look at this helmet here, this is the Nitrinos helmet. This one here is an actual custom built helmet. It's an actual built from the ground up helmet. So there is no other helmet under this helmet, under this here. This is the actual helmet here. They do have a patent. I believe also this one has a patent on it also. But this is a patent for building an actual helmet that is ECE certified in Europe. So this helmet is ECE certified. It's not going to be DOT certified. It's only going to be ECE certified because it is from Russia. You can also add your Bluetooth communications on here. I believe they do also sell it with the Bluetooth communications. I don't know what they're adding. I don't know if it's internal or external. I didn't really look at it because I've already had my Cena, as you can see. It does have the LED lights on it. Oh, okay, yeah, it's also the LED lights here. This, when you want to add batteries to this one here, this one is going to be watch batteries. I don't remember what size the watch batteries are, but this one has watch batteries inside of here. This one here is going to be AA batteries inside of it, or AAA batteries inside of this one. They're not going to be in here. They're inside the helmet. It's going to be hard for you. I can't even show you where they're at. They're just inside of there somewhere. They're inside the helmet. It took me a minute to find out where that little pouch was. I had to actually call the company and ask them where it was. So when you look at it, this one is more streamlined. There's no gaps on here. But as you see this here, this was just held on by this screw here. So once you take this screw off, this whole little piece pops off where you can put the batteries in there. So I really don't like that feature there, but it works, you know. But when you look at this one, the construction of this helmet is much, much better than this helmet here, because this is just a cap, and this one is a full helmet here. This one does have the nylon dreads. They both have nylon dreads on it. I believe these are longer. You can get the dreads on this helmet here longer than this dread. They'll be longer than these dreads here. This one only has 16 dreads here, because as you can see in the back, there's like a bald spot right here, because they have to have the mechanism for the visor to go up and down. On this one, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. This one has 22 dreads. This one has 16 dreads. The dreads do go all the way around the helmet here. As you can see, they're all the way around the helmet. There's no gaps in between. They do come in different lengths here. You can add them in different lengths. This helmet here is totally customizable. So when you order this helmet, you're gonna have to tell the company what kind of design you want on the top. What kind of coloring do you want? If you have a motorcycle, you can send them a picture of your motorcycle, and they'll match it to your motorcycle. They'll color match it to do everything for you because everything is custom on this helmet. If you look at the helmet, it's gonna be it's a custom helmet. It's basically, I can't even show you where the helmet ends and begins because it is just a whole helmet inside of here. You'll have to look at the video and it'll show you how they actually make the helmet and all that stuff. So that's why I show you that part. You'll see some bolts on the side of the helmet. That is for the chin strap to be held on, so it's not holding the cap of the helmet on. These are actually bolts here for the chin straps, or these rivets here for the chin straps here. The visor here, this visor, you'll see the difference in this one. This one comes off like this, and they do send you two visors. They send you a clear one and this one here. You can also get the mirrored visor if you want, and then it just slips back on. There's two holes, and I can't flip it on like this, but there it is. But it does slip back on. There's two little holes in here that it slips back into and snugs in there. It does have a pretty secure fit. On this one, you will not get any wind flow through this helmet here because there's a little foam gasket around. Let me show. I can show you here. You'll see this foam seal around here that when you put this visor back on, it's sealed up against this, so there's no air blowing through this when you have it here. So there's no air blowing back through there. They do have a lot of ventilation here. You'll see there's, show you here, there's vents here at the top of the helmet here. Two vents here, and then they have some vents down at the bottom of the helmet here. There's two vents here, and then they have the switch for the light right there. So there's two vents here, and there's two vents up here on the top of the helmet here. But you're still gonna get a lot of airflow in this helmet just in general because of the way it's constructed. No, sorry about that. Turn it off. You'll get a lot of airflow in there because the air is gonna come up under here because this chin is pretty long, so the air does just flow under there and comes in and hits you and gives you a lot of airflow, so you don't have to worry about that. This helmet here is from Nitrinos. It is more expensive than this helmet here. This one, I believe I purchased this one for about, I think it was like $1,000. This one here cost me a little over $1,500 because it's a custom helmet made from the ground up. They did everything that I wanted to do to the helmet. Everything was custom painted. They have tons and tons of options on these helmets. I can't even count how many options they do have on this helmet here. It's too much. And the company does make, I believe, 4 other different type of helmets. They make like a Trojan type helmet. They make a cat-eared helmet, and I believe they do now have a, what's it called, like a apocalyptic looking type helmet. They make that. They started that one. I don't know if they started making it now, but it was on the website last time I looked at it. But yeah, so they do have a few different type of helmets if you want to get one. They only make, I believe, the Predator helmets on this one. They might have those skull helmets. I'm not sure if they make those skull helmets or not, but you have to go look at the website. This one is NLO Moto.com, and this one would be Nitrinos.ru, and you go to the website, just plug it in, you'll find these 2 helmets here. But if you're looking for a custom made helmet that's not going to look like anybody's helmet, I would say go with this one because the construction is better. In terms of riding, they're going to be, it's I don't know how heavy this helmet is, maybe it's probably about 5 pounds. It's a heavy helmet. They're both pretty heavy. I wouldn't advise, if you're going to be riding, hours and hours, your neck is going to be hurting because it's a pretty heavy helmet. I just use this helmet when I'm, you know, hanging out with my friends and I'm not gonna be riding for, riding for hours. I'm just going to stop and go if I'm gonna be riding, you know, just going places real quick and stopping and going somewhere with my friends for a few hours. I'll take this helmet with me. I don't actually use this one anymore because I like this one much better than that one. It looks better, and plus I actually dropped this one and I cracked it on the top, and I haven't had time to seal the little crack that's right here. But it's not affecting the actual structure of the helmet because it's just I cracked the cap of the helmet. If you drop this one, you're gonna crack the actual helmet because this is actually the actual helmet. But this helmet it's a beautiful helmet. If you get one of these helmets, you'll love it. I'll show you, you'll love it. The helmet is beautiful. So yes, I just want to let you know that. So if you guys have any questions about these helmets, shoot me an email. Or not shoot me an email, but just leave something in the comments for me, and I'll answer any questions about it that I can answer. Again, this is the Nitrinos helmet. This is the NLO Moto helmet. This is a custom made helmet from the ground up. This one is a helmet with a cap on top of it. This is the HJC TR1 helmet with a cap on top of it. I don't know if you get a different helmet, it might be a different, they might use a different under helmet, you know, substrate. So I don't know what they use on the other ones, but if it has this feature here, I assure you it's going to be a TR1 helmet. If it has that feature. They do have other helmets that do other things, but this one here, when it has that feature, that's the TR1 helmet there, and it's going to pop up and down. This one, you just take the visor off and on and off. Riding at night, it's easy to see through it at night. It's not really that dark, but just in the daytime, you're not going to be able to see your eyes on it if it's riding in the daytime, unless maybe the sun shines directly in your face and then somebody's looking through it. The thing on, also another thing on these helmets, the vision, the view when you're looking through this helmet, this helmet is going to have a wider field of view in it, because as you see the screen here, it's all the way here. This one is going to have a really narrow screen of view. So in terms of riding safety, if you don't keep your head on a swivel with this helmet, you know, something can happen. You know, it just depends on your riding skills. I don't have any issues with it. Just when you're riding, I'm always looking around, checking my rear views, you know, swiveling my head, look back and forth so I can see everything. But it doesn't really affect too much when I'm riding. But I do notice that compared to this field of view here, this is a really wide field of view compared to this helmet here, and you can see that difference there. Okay, you see how small this is. It's about 2 inches wide here. This one goes all the way around the helmet there, so it does have a wide field of view. So you have a better peripheral view here. This one basically you're just looking straight. You can't really see too much towards the sides there. So that's why you have to keep turning your head around or looking through your rear views or anything like that. But in this one, if you're not a good rider, it's your first helmet, your first bike or something, I would say go with this helmet because it has a wider field of view and you can have a better peripheral vision in this helmet here. If you're an experienced rider, go with this one because it's going to have a narrow field of view, but this is a better helmet. That's what I just want to tell you guys. So if you guys have any questions on me, just let me know. This is Soul Prepper #1, and I'm out. Peace.